Hello everyone, this is Pinky and welcome back to my bookish corner of the internet. I read 86 books in 2025 and I'm honestly so thrilled because this is the most I have read in the last few years. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my top 5 books I read in 2025. So let's dive right in. Before I begin, a quick note. These books were not necessarily published in 2025, but books that I read in 2025. And this list is in no particular order. However, each of these books left a strong impression on me and made my reading year truly special. First up is a historical fiction book, A Long Walk to Water by Linda Sue Park. Based on a true story, it follows two parallel narratives set in Sudan, showing survival, resilience, and hope in the face of unimaginable hardship. What amazed me was how much this book manages to say in such a short length. The writing is straightforward, but the story is heartbreaking and inspiring at the same time. It really made me reflect on things we often take for granted, like access to clean water, safety, and education. The contrast between struggle and hope is handled very beautifully. And this is the kind of book that should be read by everyone, regardless of age, because it teaches empathy, gratitude, and resilience in such a powerful way. Next is a middle grade book, Please Pay Attention by Jamie Sumner. This is a novel in verse which follows B, an 8th grader with cerebral palsy, as she navigates the after of a school shooting. What Jamie Sumner does so powerfully here is explore the intersection of disability and trauma. B describes the sheer paralyzing helplessness of being in a wheelchair while her classmates are running for cover. The verse format makes the emotion feel so sharp and immediate. You feel every ounce of her grief and her frustration with a world that wasn't built for her safety. But it is also a story of healing. Watching Bee find her voice through therapeutic horseback riding and eventually finding the courage to demand change was very moving. Next is a classic, The Death of Ivan Ilyich by Leo Tolstoy. Despite being a short book, it carries an incredible emotional and philosophical weight. At its core, the story questions what it means to live a good life. Ivan Ilyich does everything society tells him to do: career, status, respectability. Yet when he faces death, he realizes how empty his life feels. It's not an easy or comforting read, but it is an important one. Next in this list is a non-fiction book, I Came Upon a Lighthouse by Shantanu Naidu. This felt less like a memoir and more like a soft, reflective journal. It talks about mentorship, purpose, kindness, and building a life that feels meaningful rather than impressive. The bond between the author and Ratan Tata was written with so much warmth and respect. It made me think about how important it is to have mentors in our lives and also about the responsibility we have to guide others when we can. What makes this book so beautiful is that we see a global icon who loved stray dogs, had a sharp sense of humor, and lived with a quiet humility that is rare in today's world. It is gentle and insightful. Last but not the least is the graphic novel Angelica and the Bear Prince by Trung Le Nguyen. We follow Angelica, a girl who used to be the one who could do it all, until she hit a wall of total burnout. In her lowest moments, she finds comfort in the DMs of her local theatre's mascot, Barry the Bear. It's such a relatable modern setup, finding a deep emotional connection with a mysterious stranger online. Angelica takes an internship at the theatre just to find out who's behind the bear suit. It's a story about identity, the masks we wear, both literally and figuratively, and the courage it takes to be vulnerable after you have been broken. And this story is the perfect look at how we can heal through connection. So that's it. Let me know in the comments if you have read any of these books or which one you are most interested in picking up. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Until then, happy reading. Bye.